Hey guys, hello, Mrs. here. We got a battle against Emoasiankid. I believe that this was the finals of a LU tournament on PO. So this was LU or RU, as I don't know. I mean, I'm used to calling it RU. The people on PO call it LU. But anyways, this was the finals of an LU tournament I had a little while back against a guy named Emoasiankid. It was a pretty good battle, so I thought I'd upload it for my first Wi-Fi battle. So yeah, let's get started. Anyways, he's going to start with the Typhlosion. I'm going to start with my Glade. He's going to go for the Eruption. That's going to be a crit. I'm going to slow this down because this is going way too fast for my taste. Anyways, so he went for the Outrage, or he went for the Eruption anyways. He got a crit. I am especially defensive Glade, so I knew I could take at least 40% from that. I do live the crit, do get off a Drain Punch, get about a third of my health back. Switch out into Slowking, predicting something, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to go out now into Ferroseed. He's going to set up a sub. I knew he was going to set up a sub, but I mean, then again, him setting up sub on Ferroseed is not going to be a great idea going for the Brave Bird. That's going to, all the residual damage is going to lay heavily on him with the Recoil, Life Orb, and my Iron Barbs ability. It's going to bring him down to about 34%. I'm going to get rid of his sub with Gyro Ball. Now that I realize it, that Honchkrow is a fairly decent counter to my team, so I had to play a bit cautious here. I wanted him to get the recoil, and I also wanted him to get the damage for I wanted him to get the Iron Barbs, the Life Orb, and the Brave Bird recoil. So here I go into Glade, which is a stupid play because I forgot about his Sucker Punch. So knowing that he's going to go for the Sucker Punch, I'm going to switch out here, go back into my Mandibuzz, knowing that he's going to go for the Sucker Punch, and yeah. Anyways, he goes for the Sucker Punch, that fails. I knew he'd do that. So here, I know I can live at least one Brave Bird, so I do end up going for the Roost here, just so I can at least have half of my health, which is pretty cool. That way, I get half my health back, and I'll be in a decent position. Looking at his team right now, actually, well, we haven't seen his team. So, anyways, I get half my health back from Roost. He's going to now send out his Aggron, and Aggron is a pretty big threat to my team, so I'm going to send out my Glade here as fodder because I can easily send in my physically defensive Slowking and counter him. But anyways, he's going to miss his Head Smash, which is actually very fortunate for me. It makes up for the crit that he had earlier on my Glade, in my opinion. He thought otherwise, but I mean, that's that. So anyways, he's going to miss with that. I'm going to go for the Drain Punch, wanting to get at least some HP back. He's going to go out into his Lilligant, which is kind of cool. I'm going to get 41%, I think. About 50% on that Lilligant, which is very good for me. Here, honestly, I didn't really want anything to go to sleep other than Glade. Now that I think about it, I probably should have sent out Mandibuzz as sleep fodder. But at the same time, I didn't want this thing. Mandibuzz at the same time was my only sleep fodder for it, and if he hadn't missed a couple of these sleep powders, all I had was Typhlosion, and I also had something else for it. I had Mandibuzz, which was what I was mainly concerned of because I wanted to keep him for Slowking so I could Toxic him, and I figured that I still have, as long as I have Slowking, I'll be okay in this match. Once I get rid of Lilligant, it's going to be my main concern in this battle. So, anyways, Glade is asleep now, and I'm going to switch out into my Typhlosion, predicting the Quiver Dance. And I am running a Choice Scarf, so I do know that I'm faster after +1. So I know that I'll be able to get off a Eruption or a Fire Blast. So anyways, he's going to stay in thinking he's faster after a +1, but I am indeed faster, so I'm going to KO him with the Eruption, which makes it 4-5, or 5-4 me, which is pretty good. Now, I believe he's going to send out his Slowking, and Slowking's a pretty bulky Pokemon. It's got good special bulk, it's a water type, I gotta switch out. I'm gonna go into Mandibuzz. My main goal here is to Toxic it, because it's going to be a pain if I don't end up getting the Toxic. If I don't get it, it's not a big deal, because I do have other things for it. It's just, if I don't get the Toxic, it's just going to be a pain in the butt, or a pain in the ass. Yeah, so then this Aggron comes in, which is a real big pain in the ass. I'm going to miss my Toxic, but it doesn't matter, because it's Steel type. So that was a good prediction on his part. I probably should have predicted that. The Aggron switch was a little bit obvious. I should have switched to Slowking there, but again, I kind of was playing it safe this battle. It was the finals of the NRU tournament, so I didn't really want to like make any mistakes, because I mean, it's kind of the finals, and it's not a huge deal, but I mean, at the same time, I didn't want to lose this. So now I'm gonna go out and Druddigon. I always mess up on that name, and I'm going to go for the Earthquake, because it's 4 times super effective. I could have gone for the superpower there. Again, I'm still playing it safe, probably more than I should be at this point. I should probably be predicting more. Then again, if I had gone for the Outrage, predicting the switch, that wouldn't have 2-hit KO'd in my opinion. Those things can be very, very bulky. I'm going to go out into Glade to see what he's going to do. I think he goes for the Leech Seed, so I know that he's not like a growth set. So that's pretty good. So now I can just switch out my Glade as keep him as Sleep Fodder. And I'm going to put in my Typhlosion, I believe. Yes, I do send out my Typhlosion. Anyways, Typhlosion is out there, and he goes for the Giga Drain, so I predict that nicely. I predict him to switch into a Slowking here, and I go for the Hidden Power Grass, just to see how much an HP Grass would do. It does 30%, which is nothing in my opinion. So anyways, yeah, I'm going to go for that. It does like about 30%, which, I mean, it's not that great. So, I mean, again, I don't want to really take a Surf. So, I'm going to switch out here and go into my own Slowking, knowing that I completely wall him, and, well, we wall each other. But the difference between my Slowking and his Slowking is that my Slowking is a bit of a novelty set. It's a Calm Minding Slowking. And here's the key play of the battle, is where he goes for the Head Smash. That would have KO'd a normal Slowking, but since I run max bulk in defense, it's not going to KO me. And since I am a Calm Minder, I can safely get off that Surf and get rid of the Aggron. It's always very important in Pokemon or competitive Wi-Fi battles to at least bring some sort of like surprise, in my opinion, and I feel that Calm Minding Slowking is a very good hook, and I don't know. I don't know why people don't expect it more. I don't know why it's not a set on Smogon, but anyways, I'm able to live that, get off a Surf. He's going to switch out into Tangrowth. I don't want to take a Giga Drain, so I'm going to go out into Typhlosion. Then he's going to go out into that Slowking, and I believe I go for the Eruption. Just again, at this point, still playing it safe. I could have predicted this. Honestly, I wouldn't have done much, and I don't really want to over-predict still. What he's going to do now is, or what I'm going to do actually, is I'm going to switch into my own Slowking, because I do have the regeneration ability, which allows me to gain a lot of health back. He's going to go for the Surf, and now that basically right here, I'm going to proceed to Calm Mind up a bit, so that he won't be able to take me out, or I'll try to have a little late game sweep here. My Slowking. I think I go for the Slack Off here, predicting the switch. Yes. Oh no, I do go for the Calm Mind, because I know a Giga Drain will not KO me after a special defense raise, and I know that since he's not an offensive Tangrowth, I can easily set up on him and it'll be no problem. So here he's going to go for the Leech Seed. Good, decent play on his part if he's going to try to stop me from like a late game sweep. I'm going to go for the Slack Off to get as much HP back as he possibly can. Or no, I actually Calm Mind here. For some reason I thought that I slacked off. But anyways, doesn't matter. He's going to go for the Giga Drain. It's not doing anything. I'm just going to slack off here, I believe. Yeah, here I slack off. And I'm going to get pretty much all my HP back. Pardon me, I have a cold. So yeah, I get pretty much all my HP back. I'm in a fairly good position here. He's basically just hoping for a crit at this point, trying to get something out of it. But hopefully this crit won't come. I'm going to speed up this part of the battle simply because it's very, very stally. So we're going to speed this up a bit. Anyways, so he's going to proceed. I'm going to proceed to Calm Mind, and he is going to proceed to Giga Drain me. Yeah, it's going to continue like this for a little while. I'm actually going for the Psychic. That's going to be a one-hit KO after a +3. I go for the Psychic again, not knowing why, because Surf has more stab. Yeah. So anyways, he's going to go for he's going to try to get the burn lead seed kind of on me. At this point, it's pretty much good game at this point. I've pretty much got this battle underhand. Even if he does get rid of my Slowking, I still have a lot of guys left that can take out Slowking. So I'm just going to proceed to Calm Mind here up to, I think, +5 it is. Here he gets the burn here, which is going to do some heavy damage to me. I go for the Surf. It only does 30%, which just shows you the extreme bulk of a Slowking. Anyways, right here I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue to Surf him, because I know that at this point I can just, as long as I can, Slowking doesn't really matter to me at this point. I can pretty much, now that he's gotten rid of Aggron and Tangrowth, I can pretty much just let him die and send in my Druddigon to finish the game. But it's just taking a little while because I was trying to, as you know, I was trying to get the best score I possibly can out of this, and yeah. So anyways, he's just kind of slack-offing, trying to bring me down lower. I'm just going to go for the Surf here. I get the crit. Didn't really matter that much. He would have been I don't believe he would have been able to do much about this. Anyways, I just go into Druddigon here. I'm going to go for the Outrage. He's going to send out his Typhlosion, go for the Fire Blast. It's going to do 66% with a critical hit. I go for the Outrage, and that is going to be a good game, Emoasiankid. Don't know if you have a YouTube. Anyways, he's a really good battler. If you're on PO, you can check him out sometime. This is my first of multiple Wi-Fi battles that I'll be uploading. The main tiers that I use are RU and OU, so I'll have some standard battles too for people who are more into standard stuff. But anyways, thanks for the watching, guys. Hopefully rate, comment, sub, and I'll see you guys later.